Okay, here we are. Christmas morning. Well, it's not really Christmas. It's the 22nd of December. But it's our Christmas. Emily and Isaac haven't arrived yet. There's the tree. There's some lovely Christmas music playing in the background. There's the fireplace, Emily's stocking, and her Santa gifts. This could be the last year for that. Maybe. Plenty of candy and goodies to eat. It's not a diet day.
There goes the diet.
There's what it looks like from the foyer end. There, that light from the sunroom is not so good. So, there we go. This is from the dining room. That's our new Christmas tree. So we're ready for Emily and Isaac. They're on their way. Christmas of 2014.
Comes in a nice box there too.
Hot cocoa mix with cute things on it. What is this?
Okay, I knew you'd say that. You know how when you sit on your dad's couch, it sinks?
Oh no, we have some of these in my mom's couch.
Okay.
Or we
well,
did before we got new couches.
This is for your couch.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
Pretty boring gift, but
Wait, no, I think the middle cushion of the couch that's got the bed in it, it squeaks real bad. Like I think we've sat down too hard on it too many times, and I think we like broke something a little bit. So I was just telling them, I was like, we need to be a little more gentle on our couches, I think. Because they're
you
already...
also know where your dad's butt was when you lay down.
Yeah, well, they're also like kind of old couches, you know? So it's not all our fault.
That's just boxed for the glasses case.
Oh, cool.
Very, very nice package.
It's from Acme.
Acne.
Hand sanitizer and a cute little thing.
Yeah, so cute.
Corn cobs skewers.
Yeah.
This is actually awesome. We don't have any.
I didn't figure you did.
I made corn on the cob a few weeks ago and I was thinking that we needed to get some of those. Scissors. This is an adult stocking.
Yes, it is.
That's what this is.
Those are kitchen scissors.
Cool. We have two pair, but they always get lost, so.
I always have two pair.
Lottery tickets.
Ew. Okay, we're rich. You will share, won't you?
Of course.
Yeah, she says that
I'll
now.
give you $1 for every million I win. Gingerbread men. Are these real cookies?
Yeah.
Hey. A spatula.
Isn't cute?
That is very cute. We have so many spatulas at my house, but it's probably good because most of the stuff we cook, we need spatulas for.
I
We
think
have
I
like
have,
pasta.
I think I
and-
have 5.
Yeah, we have like 11.
Now
But
12.
it's not a bad thing. Hand warmers. These are good.
That was your dad's suggestion.
Yeah. Post-it notes with my name on them.
What?
Like my full name. That's fancy. I'm gonna use those for all my official things. More lottery tickets. My mom got for her coworkers one of these and then a Christmas one, so they had Christmas and a New Year lottery ticket. She gave them all a little goodie basket, but they had those in them. Pens. Little
But your mom
pens.
is a good boss.
Look at those pens.
Yeah, well, they don't give Christmas bonuses or anything, So my mom just got them all like little tiny stockings and put like some pencils and some lottery tickets and I think a little ornament in it. So she gives them all something little every year, but she feels bad because she was like, I really wish I could just be like, here's $50 everybody, go buy your family Christmas presents, but it would be out of her pocket because they don't give her that money. I don't know what this is.
I didn't think you would. I didn't know what it was when I got one either. It is a belt that you can wear and put your phone and money and keys and everything else in it.
Okay.
What?
A lot of people who go out and run wear these.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
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 So when you're ready to go out and run, you'll have one.
Okay. Yeah. You know.
Carpenters use them, so next time you build a house,
It's
that'll be
amazing how
handy.
much you can put in that thing.
It's like a new age fanny pack.
Wipes for my phone that were $3.99.
How much were they?
I didn't take tags off it. I'm not kidding anybody anymore.
Subway gift card. That's good. That $10 one you sent me bought Miranda and I lunch like a week ago. We just got up and went to lunch one day.
I think it's 25.
Okay, cool. Thank you. That's good. These, I love these, and I never have them because they're kind of expensive. But I like them. They're good for scripts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Target. Hee.
I think that's 25 too.
Okay. Target has some really cute gift cards this year.
Yeah, they did.
Mm. Gum.
Nope. Breath mints.
Even better.
Your mints.
Thank God.
No, it's gum.
Is it gum?
Yeah.
Oh, great flavored gum. Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Arctic, great.
Well, I thought I was buying you breath mints.
That's okay. Same thing, really. Ooh, glittery hand sanitizer.
Oh, don't use it around here.
And mini hand wipes. Yay! Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was a very
That
adult
box
stocking, and I'm actually really excited about it.
That box goes with your stocking.
Oh, okay. That's pretty. Yes! Yes! I forgot that I asked for this and now I'm really excited about it. Yay! I got a remote starter for my car.
Yay.
Thank
May-
you.
Well, to be installed.
Yeah. That's so exciting.
I hope it works.
That's
I
pretty
do
cool.
too. Thank you.
Hold it up. We'll get a.
I like the certificate that Grandma
I do
made.
too. Plus,
Who made that?
a marvelous day with your grandfather shopping for it and getting it installed.
Wow. That's more exciting than the actual starter.
Oh, no kidding.
This is cute.
Everybody would think that.
I'm jealous of that part.
Thank you.
Well, I tried to shop for it online, but you really can't. Because they need
I
to
tried
know.
to look it up and see if it existed, and it was just really hard to
No, it
find.
exists.
Yeah.
And I've got potentially 3 places where we can get it. But they wanted to know details about your car. I didn't know.
Okay.
And
Just take it
it's
down
more
and say,
complicated than
"Yeah."
it's more complicated than you might think.
Yeah.
A remote starter,
I
yeah.
mean, I can see how it would be complicated. I mean,
But we'll get it.
yay! Thank you. I'm excited.
Yeah, I wish I had one. Well, no, I park in a garage.
Our
Yeah.
garage
I don't
is
really.
nice and warm.
I don't really need it.
Okay, hi Kenny. So Isaac, what do you do with your family for Christmas?
Not much. I don't know. We get together at my grandparents' house and we eat and we have a gift exchange. And then for my actual branch of the family Christmas. This year's been a little different because my sister just had a baby, so we've been having all the Christmases at her house.
Oh yeah, there's a new baby. I don't think I told you guys that.
Well,
About 5 days ago.
Fun.
oh, only 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, that poor baby.
Very good baby.
Well, they didn't take him to like the family Christmas or anything.
No,
Yeah.
I mean in terms of gifts when he's growing up.
Oh yeah. They got lucky this year though, because they're gonna get all their essential new baby needs
They got
for
everything.
Christmas. I didn't buy them anything. I thought about it, but I got them like a $15 Target card so they can get some stuff if they want to. But I was like, that baby's gonna get everything for Christmas.
Yeah. Your mom and dad were out at our house in Monterey.
Mm-hmm.
This was before you were born,
Yeah.
and it was all baby.
Yeah. I got to hold
Here's your
baby
gift,
yesterday.
Kenny. Oh, diapers.
Yeah.
How nice.
My mom got me a giant thing of toilet paper and she's wrapping it and putting it under the tree. I was like, I'll actually be really excited about that because it
That's
won't have to
funny,
buy
'cause
toilet
I
paper.
almost did the same. I see, do you like quiche?
It depends on the quiche.
Well, I do like bacon, cheese, and
Okay, that sounds pretty good.
Should have made quiche. I'm not a big fan of quiche, so I said we should have made quiche this year.
I mean, I'll eat quiche. I just
it,
the only thing I don't really eat is like sweets, like cakes and pastries and stuff. I spent my time in a bakery once. Pretty much ruined all sweets for me forever.
Well, I work in a fast food, and bother me off.
Really?
Not the clothes I was
Well,
selling.
Miranda works at American Eagle, and she gets a really good discount. And so she came home. She got paid the other day, and she came home with like a bunch of stuff for herself. And I was like, "You owe me $50, but it's cool. Buy your stuff." But she is gonna let me use her discount to get new jeans, which is really awesome. Because
So that's like her paying you back that $50.
No, she still owes me $50.
I mean, she takes $15 out of jeans that you wouldn't have got otherwise.
That's
Nope.
just friendship.
Economically.
I've
$50.
taken her into Olive Garden and let her use my discount.
There you go.
So really, she owes me
you,
for that.
Yeah, she owes you a lot.
I think I snacked on those chocolate-covered super fruits too much.
So you're totally done with Olive Garden now?
No, I think I'm gonna work next week.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Did they put you on the schedule?
the schedule doesn't come out until Thursday. But
Is it because you didn't give them your 2 weeks in writing?
no, it's because I told them I'd work through break. I still haven't given them my 2 weeks of writing though. I gave them a verbal I gave them a verbal notice like 3 weeks ago, but they asked if I would work through break and I said yes. But they told me to give them something in writing and I have not done that. So I really hope they don't go, no, you still gotta stay 2 weeks because you didn't give us something in writing.
They can't force you to stay.
I know. I mean, if they schedule me the week after, like I'm gonna be in Wisconsin the week after. Like I can't work.
Oh, so that competition is in early January, huh?
It's in 2 weeks, yeah, and I actually just got my play assignment a couple days ago, and
It's in 2 weeks.
yep,
Oh,
we leave January 7th.
Well, I
Just this
guess
week,
we're
this
not going. Well, 2 weeks. You're gonna be 1 week
Oh,
into
yeah.
your knee surgery. I don't think you're
Going. You guys don't have to go. It's in Wisconsin.
Well, we thought we might.
Mm,
We were considering it, but now we're not, so don't
yeah,
worry.
it's fine.
Grandma will not be ready to travel only 1 week after her knee thing.
I'm just hoping I can travel in 4 weeks.
You know,
You did
actually,
after the last one, didn't you?
It was fine.
Okay.
yeah, and
It was
maybe wasn't so good. I might go up by myself without her, and that would give it 2
It's
months.
the sitting
But-
in the car for that long.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
This potentially impacts getting your remote starter,
Okay.
because she'll have to at least be to the point where I can leave her
Right.
alone for most of the day.
Right.
I think
That's
it's gonna take us most of the day to get it. It takes 2 hours, they say, to install it.
Yeah. I mean that's fine. I'm gonna be in rehearsals weeknights anyway for several weeks, so it'll be fine.
Do
Plus
you
I
have your
committed-
class schedule yet?
Yeah, I do. I don't know. I don't remember all the times, but I registered for classes already. Taking 17 credit hours. I'll be at 18 once I sign up for my practicum, which is the max credit hours. So,
Well, it's good that you're not working.
I don't think I
So, what can you drop if you have to drop something?
can.
Well, you gotta think about that, you know,
Yeah, I
'cause
could
really
drop- I could
18
drop-
is a lot,
the
18
thing
is
is,
a lot.
I could drop my history class, but it's an online class, so it's gonna be like the least burden of all of them, I think. What else? I'm taking an econ. I can't drop my econ class. I absolutely cannot drop my econ class. I'm trying to think. Okay, econ is 3, history 6, musical theater 9, 21st century 12. I'm trying to remember all my classes. I'm missing 2 classes.
This was a theater.
Design awareness. I can't drop design awareness. Well, I'm taking directing for musical theater, theater of the 21st century, and design awareness are all theater classes. And then I feel like I have one more gen ed class. Oh, and then I'm taking a like phys ed class kind of thing. I guess I could drop that, but it's not going to be
What
that
is it?
much. It's walking. But I'm taking it with Miranda, and so if I'm going to take it any semester, I'd like to take it this semester so that we can take it together, because I'll have someone there who I know, and it'll make it a little less miserable.
That sounds difficult, what do you do?
We were going to take aerobics, because we were going to take walking, because it's easy, and then I was like, well, what if we took aerobics? Because then we would actually probably get some exercise, and it would be fun. But there were no, by the time we got to register for classes, there were no aerobics classes that were still open that we could both take, so we decided to just take walking. Oh well.
You just go out and walk for an hour.
I guess. So 2
But
days
in
a
the-
week.
In the winter time?
Yeah, I don't know. 2 days a week you have like the lab where you actually walk, and then 1 day a week you have to go to a lecture that's like a health kind of thing. But
That's not very many units, probably.
that's 2 credit hours.
Well,
Honestly, it's not gonna be. That's not gonna be like a homework kind of class, you know. So it's just gonna be like get up and go, and I'll be fine. So I guess if I had to drop anything, maybe theater of the 21st century, but I don't really want to because it's the first semester it's ever being taught, and I think that would be kind of cool.
Should be an enthusiastic instructor.
Yeah. Well, he teaches a bunch of other classes, but it should be fun. It's a instructor I really like too. I guess I could drop directing for musical theater. I don't really want to take directing for musical theater, but I should. Like it's
why
elective.
are you taking so many units? Is this kind of, you've looked ahead and you need this many units?
I have not yet started my minor. I don't know, I have this thing where if I don't take at least 15 credit hours, I feel like I'm not doing enough. It's a weird mental thing. But I also really wanted to get all my gen eds out of the way. I have to take design awareness this semester. Directing for musical theater is only offered this semester because they offer a new like directing elective every semester. So this is like a split. Like I took directing for high comedy this semester. They just teach it once every few years. So I have to take that this semester if I want to. I wanted to take 21st century because it's the first semester it's being offered. I don't know, I honestly just kind of wanted to load up this semester and buckle down and really get a bunch of stuff done. That way I can really spend time working on my minor and taking more fun theater electives in the next couple of years. They're really big. The head of the directing program is really big about us having at least almost all of our gen eds done by the end of next semester, by the end of your sophomore year, so that you can spend junior and senior year working on theater stuff. So after this semester, I'll only have 1 gen ed left. I'll have 3, but 2 of them are covered by theater classes, so I don't really count them.
Well, she's probably right about that because the more time you can spend actually practicing what you want to do,
Yeah.
the better off you are.
Well,
But
and
I
I
thought
know.
that's always kind of the way it went. Your first 2 years were spent
Generally,
Yeah.
generally.
with all the 100s and 101s, and
Yeah.
then you get into your...
Well, and I know several seniors who only had to take like the minimum amount of credit hours this year, and so they've had like a real nice senior year where they've been able to like relax, and they've still had work and plays and everything, but they've actually been able to like enjoy things, and I would really like that senior year. So if I can get, I also am always thinking ahead of like, what if I have to drop a class? And like, I don't want to get behind in later semesters if I have to drop classes. I don't know. I like to stress myself out, I guess is the answer.
Get more bang for your
Well,
buck.
that's why I asked, because you could, and if you, at 18 units,
Mhm.
if you find that's just too much, well, drop
Mhm.
one.
I would probably drop my online class because an online class is
Is that
basically
true?
just
Is that-
homework,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
so if that would be like one thing to just not have to worry about.
I like your plan though of trying to get ahead, because things can happen.
Yeah.
So, if you don't need the cushion, then yeah, your last year or last semester, you could do something really off the wall.
Yeah.
I took a class in Moliere. You ever heard of Moliere?
Yeah.
The French playwright?
Uh-huh.
My senior year, because I was ahead.
Mhm. Why not? Yeah, and there's
So
some
that was
fun theater classes like playwriting and lighting and things that I don't necessarily have to take, but would be fun too if I had time.
Yep. I can't remember in the early days when the kids were little having much conflict. But
We didn't.
we had
We didn't get together with either side of the family. The grandmas took turns coming to our house.
well, there were years we went to Carol's, and there were
Only
a
if
few
the kids
years
were
we went
older.
to Linda's a year or two.
The kids were older, but when they were really little, we stayed home.
We stayed home.
Once they didn't believe in Santa anymore, then we started going.
Things get a little easier.
The first Christmas that we didn't stay home, we went to Carol's, your Carol's. And that's the year Lori got the Susie doll.
I remember going to Carol's. I think I have pictures before Lori even was born.
Well, when Kenny was a baby, we went to Carol's.
Yeah, and Kevin was only 3 or so.
Yeah.
But yeah, we spent a lot of Christmases at home.
Yeah, because we always alternated. We didn't go to Linda's very often.
Thanks.
but we
On
alternated.
actual Christmas Day,
Yeah.
that was like a tradition. How quaint.
Yep. Thanks, Em.
Uh-huh.
How high are you going to have to be?
No. Okay, you're on camera.
Emily, what is it?
I'm not saved the buck.
Okay.
That'll work.
Kevin's got a bow bag someplace.
What? Beer kit?
You can't use it for a couple of weeks.
All right. Is this one where you brew your own beer?
This is where you brew your own beer.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I've heard it's good,
Mr. Beer.
but it's a lot of work.
Kenny did it once, and he said the beer was good.
Really?
The kid he had.
That's really cool.
And then once you make this beer, well, you can't start until after you're 21. You make the
Well,
beer,
you can make it,
then
you just can't drink it till after.
then you'll be able to drink your first beer ever.
It'll be the beer that I made. Okay.
I'm right about that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I don't even know what beer tastes like.
I know.
I hope
Kevin
it's
has a
good.
couple of bags someplace around here. I'll have to find
That's
out.
really cool. Thank you.
We've heard it's good. We want to taste some when you make it.
Okay, yeah, I'll send you some bottles. How many bottles does it come with?
I think.
Does it say?
Oh, there can't be bottles in there. We didn't open it up. It's not
It
heavy.
says it comes with
Yeah.
bottles, labels, and caps.
I've heard that these make a lot.
It has a 2-gallon fermenter
Yeah.
bucket. Maybe it makes 2 gallons of beer. Although I wouldn't think that.
But the
Because
bottles
some
are in
space
there,
for
huh?
The gas.
Doesn't seem
But
heavy
there
enough.
are refill kits too.
Yeah.
Are there really?
Yeah.
This is really cool. I'm gonna go show my dad, and he's gonna be so jealous.
It's a big boy's gift.
This is a big boy gift.
Yay, adult Christmas!
Yay, adult Christmas!
Somebody Somebody helped us pick it out.
Really?
Yeah, it was
it
her. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Well, I saw it and I thought, yes, no.
Okay, I'm stopping. Okay, what do we got?
I got a bunch of World Series stuff, some plays,
Some plays.
a remote starter for my car.
I don't see it.
It's right here.
Oh, Empty Promise. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Some hot chocolate, some coffee,
Yeah.
an UGG glove,
One?
one,
Well, what good is that gonna do you?
and some records.
Oh, yes. Vinyl.
Vinyl. Oh, and a doormat.
A Ball State Cardinal
Cardinal.
doormat. I see. And then back in the distance is some other stuff,
Some
which,
stocking stuff.
the unmentionables. Yeah. Well, good. So you feeling good?
Uh-huh.
Getting enough to eat? Okay. Isaac, what about you?
Oh man, I got some really awesome stuff. We'll start off with the best, the cow timer.
Oh, yeah. Has it gone off yet?
It did. I set it for 20 minutes, and 20 minutes later, naturally.
Well, that worked out right.
I got this Disney gift card for $100,
$100.
which I'm really thankful for.
So, just for the parks, or could you like,
You can use this for anything.
you could get a Minnie Mouse outfit for Halloween or
If it's
something with it?
$100, I could.
Yeah, good.
Using exclusively that gift card. I got an extra record.
Oh, yeah.
Somehow they got two of that copy, and I got it. And
A beer making
a
kit.
brewery in a box.
Yeah. You're not really old enough for that,
No,
though, are you?
I will be in a week or two.
Week or two,
Yeah.
okay.
And then I can make Beauchamp Brow. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which I'm sure will taste excellent.
Sounds good. Sounds good. And?
And it's back there.
It's back
And
there
it's-
charging?
and here's a box. You can see the box. It's Carbot.
Carbot!
Yeah.
There you go.
There it is. There's Carbot.
Half a gift. Oh, where is it? Just a second.
Right there.
I almost got it.
Be zooming in
Wow, it's kind of small, isn't
for
it?
extra
Yeah, yeah,
detail.
yeah.
Extra small,
Okay.
but extra fun.
Okay.
You get to be Vanna.
Mm-hmm.
Show it off.
Yeah.
Very nice. Wow. I want it even more, even though I already have it.
Well, there's a blue one coming.
There it is. And then we
Okay.
can battle.
Well, that's it. That's it. Look at the tree. It's empty. No gifts.
No gift.
Womp womp.
Where are my boxes? Oh, they're right there.
Just have the eating to do.
Did you notice that Santa Claus was generally depicted as an elf until 1931, and then Coca-Cola ads portrayed him as a human-sized person?
Reading the crawler.
Oh.
Oh, you just know that, huh?
Offhand.
So
The year
Coca-Cola
and everything.
invented the modern Santa Claus, is
Yes.
what you're telling me.
Well, St. Nicholas was around for a long time before that. Santa Claus very resembles him.
Well, who was the guy who wrote Just the Night Before Christmas? Clemens?
Samuel Clemens.
No, that was Mark Twain.
Oh.
Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. He described Santa Claus as a little old elf. Remember that?
Yeah.
A right jolly old elf.
Or right jolly old elf. He was the guy who named the reindeer, you know? The reindeer.
Did he really?
Yeah. Reindeer didn't have names. And you do know that Donder and Blitzen is German.
Really?
It means thunder and lightning.
That's cool.
I didn't realize that till I was in Germany one time, and there was a power outage. The power on our floor went totally out, so the rooms were dark. We went out in the hallway, and one of the German guys was describing to the maintenance guy what had happened, and he pointed to the to the light socket and was talking about Blitzen. Apparently a bulb had exploded and there were sparks that came out of the light fixture. And I went, Blitzen, Blitzen. Went back and looked it up.
I wonder if we're gonna be able to find any restaurants open in Ohio.
On Christmas Eve.
We go to a Chinese restaurant. Last year, my dad and I ordered from a Chinese restaurant on Christmas Eve.
That's where all the Jewish people go on Christmas.
Yep.
Go to Chinese restaurants. It's like a tradition.
Oh, yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah.
For all Jewish people to do that?
A lot of them.
I was like, wow.
It may have started that those were the only restaurants open. Now I think you've got lots of choices. You know, the malls are gonna, no, Christmas Day. Well, it's a big theater day, you know. So if it's big for theaters, there's gotta be restaurants and stuff open
We've
too.
been to the mall down here. Castleton, maybe? Not sure.
On
On
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, and I think we went to see some movie where there were only us and maybe 4 other people in the theater.
Well,
It was a
that happens a
very
lot.
liberal, very liberal movie about something.
The Robert Wright movie
Yeah.
or something.
The candle wick.
What about?
Thank you. Why doesn't it turn to ash? Or does it? Because I've never seen a bunch of ash in a candle.
These are no drip, it's called no drip.
No, but he's talking about the wick.
Oh,
Well, both.
Did it just burn away and turn
I
into
mean, I
nothing?
think the wick, the wax burns. Sometimes it drips. But the wax is the fuel. That's why it doesn't burn the whole thing.
Right.
But where does the wick go? Does it just burn into nothing?
Yeah, it must be designed to go
burn
into
it
the
totally,
air.
burn up.
With no ash? Interesting.
I never thought about the wick.
Which means that there's no carbon in that wick.
Maybe
Yep.
civilized people have had several hundred years to develop the wick. So as long as we're talking trivia, you know the story of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Did I tell you this the last time we were together?
I do not know. I don't think so.
It was written by a guy at Sears.
Really?
Sears at Christmas time used to give along with their catalogs, this is before your time, they send out a big Christmas catalog.
That's what it means.
And they would send out a little something for the kiddies, like a little coloring book or something, which they bought the rights from somebody else and then printed them and put them in. So this year, I think it might have been a lawyer, to save money, they had one of their guys write a little Christmas story so that they could not have to buy the rights from anybody. And the guy wrote Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Wow.
So does Sears have the rights to Rudolph?
They donated, the guy had a wife or kid or something that had something seriously wrong with them, and it was very costly. And Sears donated the profits back to him to pay for the care.
That's awesome. But I mean, like, still, like, Rudolph's a big thing now.
But they gave him the rights to it as well.
Yeah, they sold
Did he
it.
write the song or is there a whole story?
They didn't know it would be as
He
big
wrote
as
the
it is.
story.
Um,
And actually, he wrote it in, I think it was maybe the war years, so the early 40s. And Gene Autry didn't record Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer until 57-ish? No, a few years before Kenny was born, maybe, mid-60s. So basically it was worthless. But then Autry recorded the song, which was based on the story, so they had to pay Sears a royalty for the use of the story. And when it went huge, I think Sears did reap the profits for a while, but then, as Grandma says, they signed the rights back over to that guy. And that guy then was able to take care of his sick wife and die.
is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer public domain now, though? Does nobody own it?
I would imagine the rights went down through the family, that, you inherit.
Well, but you can't, without tweaking it, you can't maintain the copyright forever. It's like a patent that runs out, it becomes public domain.
I bet it's public domain.
But if you
at this point.
But if you change it, if you keep embellishing it, you can keep renewing the copyright. So I don't know. I don't know if it's public domain.
So at some point, the Beatles stuff will be public domain?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
The what will be public domain?
Beatles music.
I doubt it. Well, or it'll be a really long time. Because the only music right now that is really public domain is like old music.
Victorian. Bach and Beethoven.
Maybe there are different rules. I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
Did you know that Christmas trees are useful for removing dust and pollen from the air?
Did you know
They are.
every 18 Christmas trees that are bought to use for a Christmas tree, regrowing those provides, or every tree is made, provides oxygen for 18 people.
Every Christmas tree?
Everyone's from,
Wow,
that's significant.
that is significant. Did you know
I'm
that?
gonna move to Washington where they grow a lot of trees.
Have a nice clean air. Did you know that 98% of the Christmas trees that are bought and used in homes are grown on farms?
Yeah, it's actually sustainable, a sustainable industry. You think, oh, what a shame, we're cutting down, you know, we're destroying nature, but really,
They grow them every year. It's good that the trees grow that quickly, you know.
My sister and brother-in-law have a
You
Christmas
don't
tree
need to get
farm
that big, you know?
Yeah.
Really?
in Carrollton
I
County.
didn't know that.
They what? They
They
own
have a
Christmas?
Christmas tree farm.
That's cool.
do they still?
Yes, I do.
That's
I
neat.
have a Christmas tree farm.
That'd be fun.
You'd have to be really good with money because you make all your money at one time of the year and then use it for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Well, he was a chemical engineer, so he worked a regular job, and she was in real estate for a long time. And then they owned some Great Harvest or something bakery.
Yeah, it is a side business, but that would be a lot of work right around the holidays.
Yep, they had 3 kids.
You mean to work it for them? I suppose.
Did you know in Germany Santa introduced the front door instead of the chimney?
Let me tell you a story about Santa in Germany.
We're gonna have to blur that.
I know.
And we saw this when we were there for Christmas cruise. There's a character in the lore of Christmas in Germany that comes around with a broom and he's very gruff and, you know, really
all the bad
nasty.
kids?
Yeah,
Does he
nasty,
take the
nasty
shoes
person.
away?
And he makes a lot of noise, and for bad kids, he will come to the door and just terrify the kids terribly. They don't get any presents, and
But
Just
surely
terrifies
there aren't
them?
really any bad
yes,
kids.
there are. Renata, her parents did it to her one time.
Wow.
Huh.
Did you not get anything that Christmas?
No.
Okay, well. Was she a good
If my
kid the
kid-
next year?
I think if my kid had been bad, I might scare the crap out of him, but I would still give him some presents.
Well, yeah,
It's Christmas.
yeah.
But scare the crap out of
Christmas
him.
isn't about the presents.
For kids, it is.
Did you know that the most complete biblical Christmas story is told in the Gospels of Matthew and Luke?
Did you know that Mark and John don't even mention Christmas? Yeah, the whole story is, you think of the Gospels as being the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. So why would 2 of the guys skip over the whole thing? It was pretty miraculous, wasn't it? Wouldn't they even mention it, like in passing? Oh, there was this virgin birth thing? No,
Wasn't that important though?
wasn't that important.
Yeah, those other guys covered it.
Well, did you hear the controversy in the Netherlands about Black Pete? You know who Black Pete is? He's similar to this Germany thing. He's Santa's sidekick,
Black
kind of the dark side of Santa, if you will, you know. Except And this tradition has been going on for generations. He's a white guy dressed up in blackface with an afro wig. This is not politically
When did
correct.
this start?
Oh, it's been going on for generations, but it really became controversial like last year and certainly this year. It was like, we ought to do away with Black Pete, you know?
Yeah,
Now
I
that we
would
think
hope
about
so.
it, now that we think about it, this isn't so cool.
What if we call him not so Black Pete?
I don't think it would help.
You don't think so?
It's amazing what people do without even giving a thought to it.
That was back then when you didn't have to.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, that's, you know.
Do you guys have a lot of other ethnic friends?
Yeah.
Not since we
Yeah.
left Warren.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, we did a Warren.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
good.
Well, there was a guy
We
over
have
at your
one.
house that when we
Was our one friend?
came.
We have Malik.
Oh, I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, but Daryl's from Warren.
Yeah.
He's not a Ball State.
Well, what about Tony?
Still
Have you guys
an
not
ethnic
reconnected with
Oh,
Tony?
Tony's
You
a.
see Tony every now and then.
Yeah, he's a musical theater major.
So now we don't talk.
It's not now we don't talk to him. He's got his own
He's a
little
musical
thing going on.
Is he doing okay as far as you know?
I think so. He got cast in next semester's musical.
Good.
Which one?
Oklahoma.
Is he in like an ensemble member?
No, he's a smaller part, but he has a name, which for a freshman that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Edward.
Are you working on that at all?
No.
No.
I'm working on A Raisin in the Sun,
Mm-hmm.
so I'll have a lot of black friends by the end of the semester.
You did it.
Yay!
Well, I used to think that Oklahoma was one of my favorite musicals, but we saw it a few years ago, and it's not.
It
But
opens
for-
on my birthday.
But for a person who's majoring in musical theater, that would be a good show.
It opens on my birthday. I'm
Hmm.
not gonna see it on my birthday. I'm probably not gonna see it my whole birthday weekend. I'll see it the next weekend.
When does it open?
On my birthday. Every time I mention my birthday, his response is, "Oh yeah, when is that?" He knows.
Every time she gives me a look as if I didn't. Like that.
Your dad still has to ask me, is it June or July?
Who?
Kenny? He
I still
knows
have
it's-
to.
he
I
knows
still
it's
have a
the
hard time
14th.
with whether or not my dad's is the 20th or the 21st. I don't know why.
I think I know all my family.
Well, let me tell you a way to figure it out. Lori and your dad, it was a problem because one was the 20th and one was the 21st.
Yeah.
And I had a hard time with that
Yeah.
until I started thinking, okay, Kenny was,
Well, the older one
Yeah,
was
Lori
born on
is-
the
yeah.
earlier date.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Easy way to remember.
So the older one comes first.
Mhm.
I mean, I think I figured it out now. Like it's the 20th. But there, for a long time, I have really, and I still have to like think. Like I know it, but I have to think about it for a minute.
Well, we know we were confused about that. Remember when we were trying to log on as him and
He
we
was
had asked
really
us,
mad at us for that.
was he?
Yeah.
That we didn't remember his birthday?
Yeah, we just typed it in wrong. Like,
No, I really was
Well,
thinking
okay,
it was
yeah.
the first.
but he was mad at us.
Oh, well.
Well, the other thing is in my family, Linda's, well, my dad's birthday was April 7th, Linda's is the 14th, and Lori's is 21st. So I go back and say, okay, 7, 14, 21.
Oh, that's
That's
yeah.
Lori.
That's
So
helpful.
Kenny is the 20th.
Too complicated.
About 3 years ago, everybody forgot my sister's birthday, Kara.
When is her birthday's in May?
It's May 15th. It's the first line of Horton Hears a Who.
Really?
On the 15th of May, in the jungle of Newell, in the heat of the day, in the cold pool,
That's
inside
really
the cold,
cool.
the jungle's great joys, when Horton the elf, there is small.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Which story is that? You're going to church?
Horton Hears a Who.
Or, that's who?
Yeah, but one year, everybody forgot her birthday, and I remember because she called me, and I was like in bed in my room. She was like, "You got anything going on tonight?" And I was like, "No, why?" And she's like, "Oh, just wondering," and then hung up. And I was like, "Oh." And then I had to think, and I found out it's her birthday, and I was like, "Oh, I do have something going on tonight. I'm coming over to your house. We're going out to dinner. I'm buying." And she was really upset because she called my dad just before that, and he didn't know what day it was either.
Wow.
But she was like, "It's my birthday, Dad," and he like was going with Amy to look at a house in Richmond, Indiana. Amy's my other sister. And even after he knew it was her birthday, he was like, "Well, we're still going out there, so sorry." And so I went over and Karen and I had our
I
birthday
think that
together.
was like the year before you and I got together because I remember like hearing the story because it would have been just like 2 months
It was,
after
it
that.
was kind of a big deal because
Yeah, when your
my dad
whole
was playing
family
favorites.
forgets your birthday.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. And after they know it's your birthday, they don't do anything about it. They just
Yeah,
talk about
that's
it.
really
It was- Yeah, it was doubly bad. At least I like stopped everything I was doing and went over.
Yeah.
And I felt really bad about it, but nobody else even felt bad. So she uses it against us and gets a lot of free things.
Well, she
deserves
should.
it. She probably does the most work in the family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got her, we haven't given it to her yet, but we got her an hour-long deep tissue massage with hot stones for Christmas. It was like $50 on Groupon.
There were 3 different packages. There was a hot stone package, and a Swedish deep tissue massage package, and then the one with both. So we got the one with both.
No blowtorch, huh?
No.
Couldn't afford it?
No.
I kind of thought the deep tissue massage was painful because like.
But then you got the hot
But then
stones,
the hot
and then
stones
the
made it.
soothing. My mom asked Patrick for she and I for a spa day for Christmas, so I really hope that happens. Because if he does that, I think she asked him for like an all-out, like, full day at the spa kind of thing. And she told him, she was like, that's the only thing we want, like, it's gonna be expensive, we know, but like, that's the one thing. So I really hope that happens. That would be really nice.
You ever go to a spa?
Mm-mm.
You had a massage?
I got a facial on our cruise because Dad won that singing competition
Oh, that's
and won a
right.
facial and gave it to me because he didn't want a facial.
That's funny.
But I was like 11, so I don't think I really appreciated it.
I got a half an hour massage my senior year of high school.
Oh, is this that story?
I don't know. No, it's not that story. That was a 5-minute massage. It was okay.
Linda gave me a massage for a gift one time, and she and I, that
That'd be so nice.
How
massage
could
in the
you spend all
sauna.
day at a spa?
You
What
can
would you
get like
do all day
get
at a spa?
massages and facials, and they usually have like manicure pedicures, and I don't know, they have like mud baths.
Do they have hot tubs? Dude, I get hot tubs.
I would take a
Sauna,
mud bath in a
usually.
heartbeat.
What?
A sauna.
A sauna, yeah.
A sauna. They said a sonnet. And I was like, they write you a sonnet?
Sauna. We came out of the sauna and everything is so
Rhymes are
steamy, you
excellent.
know where to go.
I don't know, but I'll do it all. Whatever they throw at me, sure.
They just like give you a robe and let you loose in the spa?
Yes.
Really?
Well,
You just
this,
go
in
right
this
through
place, yeah, you had a robe on and they said, well, you want to go in the sauna, you can.
I think you
Yeah.
buy, I think
Yeah, you can
a
stay
lot of
as
the
long as you
time
wanted to.
with the massages and the like really specific things, you buy packages that have like so many things included. But then there's things like a sauna that like comes with everything.
I want to go to like Spa Mart.
Spa Mart.
Where they got everything and just go in there.
Well, you want more ham?
No,
I can
no,
heat it up?
I do not. You could, but I do not.
I think I'm done.
Me too.
We're having dessert now,
Yes,
of
we're
course.
having
What are we
dessert.
having for dessert?
We're having cookies and special ice cream unless you don't want a special ice cream. We have chocolate vanilla ice cream. We also have, let me go see what it is,
Something other than chocolate.
something other than chocolate.
You can turn that light on. I turned it off because there was a funny streak in the video. And I thought it might have been that light. I don't know if it was or not. What am I looking at?
There's
Two tops?
two tubs and it's not regular ice cream.
What? I'm still cold.
Why are you still cold?
I don't know.
You're
You want a
weird.
sweater or something, ma'am?
No, I think I'm gonna put on my giant.
Wear my Giants.
I think I'm gonna put on my giant jacket.
It's bringing back weird memories.
What weird memories?
I mean, it tastes fine, but the dentist, when I was 4, when I got my teeth pulled, they
I can
gave
see
me
that.
a raspberry smelling
I can see
laughing
that.
gas. And so,
That like candy raspberry.
yeah, I'm
kind
brought
of.
back to that room with the bright light. And eating nothing but tuna
Well, if you'd like a
sandwiches.
scoop of the other one, let me know.
Okay, it's too late now. I'm already in the thick of it.
You can feel the drill.
That raspberry's really good.
Isaac, do you want to split a cookie with me?
No, I had a cookie earlier.
Does someone else want to split a cookie with me?
Mm-mm.
It's okay. Christmas is not the time to count calories.
No.
Christmas is the time to eat a lot of food. That's my motto.
Is that your life motto?
Yeah.
Or just your motto for
All the
right now?
time. It's like March, and I'm like,
Okay.
Christmas is the
Hey,
time
Christmas
to
is
eat.
not the time to count calories.
You guys both getting your freshman 15?
More than
And then
that.
some.
I'll go on a diet after the first year, and I will lose quite a bit of weight.
I'm sure.
All I have to do is have knee surgery and I'll lose 12 pounds.
My cousin Zoe was talking about how she got braces like a month ago, and how she couldn't really eat for like 2 weeks, and so she lost, and she had the flu, so she said she lost 16 pounds in a month.
That's not healthy.
No, it was just because she was sick. And my mom was like, yeah, I think Em lost a bunch of weight when she got her braces too. And I was like, don't worry, I gained it back, you'll be fine.
Yeah, if you lose it like that, you for sure you gain it back.
What all can you eat with braces? Can't eat popcorn, can you?
When you first get them though, you can't eat a lot of stuff because your teeth hurt so bad.
Like cake?
No, you can eat like pudding and like ice cream.
Wow.
But you get real tired about stuff real fast. I remember the first real food I ate after I got my braces was Wendy's chicken nuggets because they're like soft. And those were even tough to eat. I remember,
Scrambled eggs?
yeah, I remember like a week, less than a week after I got my braces, we went camping with my grandpa John and he made homemade biscuits and gravy and I couldn't eat them. And I was so bummed about it. I don't know why, but that is a really distinct memory in my head of not being able to eat those biscuits and gravy.
And you had braces for quite a while.
I
So
had braces for
I've got
5
a
years.
lot of pictures of you with braces.
But boy, they do a good job.
One of my bottom teeth was completely backwards. It grew in backwards. You know what they did? I'll tell you what they didn't do. They did not gradually try to move it. I'll tell you what they did do. They took pliers, they twisted it, they put a bracket on it. No warning. Didn't tell me it was about to happen.
They didn't numb you or anything?
Nope. Just twist, bracket.
But what a great story it makes.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have been growing your teeth in back when it's would have been a problem. You just know
I had
about this.
really messed up teeth.
Yeah, you did.
They really did.
Yeah.
Not anymore. That's why I wipe my teeth all the time because I had such terrible teeth for so long that now I'm like really proud of my teeth. And I'm gonna keep them looking as nice as I can.
And they're still a poor country.
There's about 2 billion people in China. 32 teeth per person. We're looking at 64 billion teeth. How do you keep up with all
And
that?
only 2 orthodox.
I know that Hitomi there was like the recent thing where China was trying to claim Hong Kong again, or reclaim them as like part of their government. And Hitomi was still in college here because she still had a couple months left, and she was kind of miserable being away from all of it, you know, because she really wanted to like be home and like be part of the protests. And she like sent me petitions to sign, and I signed them for her. But I know that she was having a really hard time being away from home for a while. Because she's from Hong Kong and she grew up.
I know. Are you
When
talking
it
about
is.
recently? Because the
Yeah.
big protests have just been within the last 6 months and are still
Yeah,
going
but
on.
she just got done with classes in December.
So she wanted to be there.
Yeah, and this was like October that they were like really starting to happen. And she wasn't able to be there.
Was she born there?
I don't think she was. I've talked to her about
I
that.
think technically she was born here. But she has citizenship in both places. I think she lived here for like 2 years at most. You know, when she was little, like she grew up in Hong Kong, but I think she might have been born here.
Well, Hong Kong is part of the People's Republic of
Yeah,
China.
But they're not ruled under their government.
It has been since 1997, but when they went in with provisions that they could maintain kind of their form of government, which basically was capitalism, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it's really all about, because now after all this time, the Chinese are trying to impose more and more of the socialistic and communistic rule on Hong Kong, and the people in Hong Kong aren't necessarily going for it.
No, they're not at all. She was posted a lot.
But
of,
you
like,
can
news
see what a
articles
problem
and
it is
stuff.
for China,
Mhm.
you know, and they were hoping that this thing would kind of
But also
outgrow
what a
itself.
problem it is for Hong Kong, because they're sitting there thinking that they have this deal where they can be their own thing.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know what the deal actually was. I mean, I know that initially, you know, Hong Kong was a British protectorate, but was handed over to the Chinese. But
Yeah.
there was some kind of a deal, but I don't know the details of that deal, whether it was, had a time limit or not. But anyway, obviously the Hong Kong E's or whatever they're called,
Mm.
are not happy about it.
Yeah, she definitely was not. I signed some online petitions for something that I had absolutely nothing to do with. That I was like, sure, if this is something you feel strongly about.
So what's she doing now that she's out of school?
She's back in Hong Kong. She was supposed to join the Peace Corps. She was on track. And then I guess with the recent Ebola thing, they like shut down a bunch of countries.
I'm sure.
And so they had an excess of volunteers and she got turned down for the Peace Corps. Which was really tough. Because it's all I've ever heard her talk about wanting to do. Like she was really crushed about it. And her thing, she had an internship in Hong Kong and she was supposed to leave for the Peace Corps in like April. So she had an internship through February or something like that, and then she was going to go into the Peace Corps after that. So she still has the internship, so she's still in Hong Kong doing that. But I think she's
Was it
kind of...
one shot and you're out on the Peace Corps, or can
She
she
can
reapply?
reapply, but now she's kind of at this point where she's like, well, now I've got she's got at least a year at this point to think about. So does she reapply? Does she just try to, get a career after this internship? She's kind of at this point where she's deciding what to do. She also very much believes in like signs from the universe and like, if something doesn't work out, then maybe you weren't meant to do that. Maybe you're meant to go on and do something else.
You can still reapply for that.
I'm sure she still will.
What's her internship in? Her major was entrepreneurship.
Entrepreneurship. Yeah, I think she has an internship at some business in Hong Kong. And I mean, I think she has the option of working at her dad's company and eventually taking it over. However, her dad's pretty young. I mean, he's in his 50s, but he's still going. And he's not going to be handing over the company anytime soon. And I think her ultimate goal from the last I knew was to start her own business and have like a eventually self-sustaining online business. Her ultimate goal in life is to travel. So if she could get to a point where she had a fairly self-sustaining online business so that she could travel and manage it from anywhere, that's like her ultimate dream. So she loves Hong Kong, and I think in the long run she wants to end up there, but she doesn't want to spend a lot of time there now. She wants to travel.
Seems to me like it'd be a very narrow way to live.
Mm-hmm. Well, the good thing is, I mean, when you live over there, traveling to other countries isn't that big a deal,
Yeah.
because they're so much closer than things are in the U.S. So she's been to a lot of countries. And when she was talking about the Peace Corps, she said that they asked her if there's anywhere she would prefer going, and she told them anywhere. She said, I want to travel everywhere. So anywhere I can go, I'll go. So she just wants to travel. Like that's her goal. Her whole life is to travel and see everywhere.
I'm with her.
But I think she's gonna like try to do anything she can to make that happen. So I don't know. I haven't talked to her a bunch in a while. I miss her. I really want to go visit her, but Hong Kong is expensive. I've priced out a trip. I can promise you, it is expensive. I would be able to stay with them once I got there, but airfare alone is a couple $1,000s,
Yep.
and I don't have that.
Wow.
I talked to her. I was like, maybe I can come out for spring break or something, and I like priced out plane tickets. Even this was like 6 months ago, and even that far in advance, it was going to be like $3,000 for a round trip. I'd love to go visit her at some point though,
Wow.
because I miss her a lot, and I don't think she's going to be back anytime soon. Anytime in several years, probably. I'm glad I made it to her graduation though.
It would be a great trip. I haven't been to Hong Kong.
I would love.
It's
I
gotta
would
be,
love.
it's gotta be different.
Well, and you know,
China, but it's not China.
I'm lucky enough that if I did go, I would have somewhere to stay, so I wouldn't have to play. I wouldn't have to pay.
And somebody to show you around.
Right, right. And I'm sure. I mean, her dad is decently well off, so I'm sure that he would buy us some dinners and stuff. And I've met her mom, and she's a sweetheart. I don't think I've met her brother or her sister. I've met them via Skype, but not like actually met them.
Well, it's her brother that's handicapped, right?
Her sister.
His sister. Has her brother spent the time in the States that she did?
I don't think so. No, not at all. He's a lot more academic than she was, and so he was able to take the more like collegiate track in school, so he didn't have to come to the States. Because that's why she came, is because it got to a point in school where it was either you learn technical things or you go on this like collegiate like track that's like really difficult, because she was in an international school. And so the kind of middle ground was coming to the States. I'm glad she did, because I met her and I love
So
her.
how many years does she go to school here?
She went to 2 years of high school here and 3.5 years of college. 3 1/3. I don't know. They're on trimesters, so 3 1/3. She graduated early.
I was gonna say, you mean she didn't graduate, but she did graduate.
She graduated early,
Oh,
and they
yeah.
don't have like a December graduation, and so they let her walk in the spring, but she still had a try of classes left,
Ah,
which is why we went to her graduation in the spring, but she wasn't actually completely done with school yet.
at least we didn't buy a $57 cake.
My mom asked me what groceries I wanted, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't give her a decent. I told her to just kind of buy some stuff, but I'm glad I didn't give her a decent list, because now that I think about it, I've got family Christmases Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday.
Sunday,
So-
somebody's late.
Well, we're going to Patrick's family on Sunday, so I'm not really gonna need meals like
Yeah.
most of the days that I'm home.
I think it goes to Burger King. You can always go there.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna spend tomorrow just chilling, wrapping presents. Patrick's home, but I'm sure he'll be out in the garage the whole time, so just hang out with me, and it'll be great.
Is he a big woodworking guy? I noticed,
He-
he's got a lot of tools out there.
He like builds stuff. He just spends a lot of time out in his garage. He built me this really nice thing that's like, I use it as my dresser when I'm home. I actually have a dresser now, so I don't use it that often, but it's got like these shelves in it, but they're like just right here, so you can slide a laundry basket in. So you can slide like 4 laundry baskets in, so you can use those as like drawers, or you
Oh,
can use
yeah.
it to like store laundry or whatever. But they were bigger than drawers, which is why he made it for me. But it's really nice. It's like finished and pretty. I wish I used it more often than I do. I'm never home and I've got a dresser now, so. Mom got a new dresser, just moved her old one into my room, and so I just kind of use that when I'm home. And I've got a dresser at my house. There was a lot of confusion for those of us who had houses toward the end of the semester, because we'd be like, hey, are you gonna be home next week? And someone would be like, yeah, but we didn't know. But then we realized that like some of us were talking about home, like home, and some of us were talking about like home, like Muncie, because we have houses there, so that's home too. So there was a lot of like having to clarify
But you
what
said
you
you
meant
were
by
gonna be home.
Yeah. Which home do you mean?
So I guess you like living there, huh?
I do. I like my girls. We have fun. When we had our gift exchange night the other night, Mom sent us with a bottle of wine, and we all have footy pajamas, so we got in our footy pajamas, and we don't have a real tree, but we have this little tiny tree. I have a picture of our little Christmas corner that I'll show you. But we had this little tiny tree, and we put it up on a TV tray so that we could put the presents underneath it so they would fit. So we had all the presents underneath the TV tray, and we had little lights on the tree, and we had some tinsel, because the tree was right in front of a window, and we had some tinsel that we draped down along the window, and we strung lights through that too. So we just had our little Christmas area, and we sat around it and opened our presents. And I've got that little plastic
Christmas snow globe.
I've got that little plastic train that I've had since I was little, that my mom always had, that just says Merry Christmas. And so I stole that and I put it
Oh,
on the
that's
tree.
a train? Oh, I see.
And then
With
we've
a
got,
letter on each car, is that what it is?
yeah, and the little snow globe is actually this 3D little pop-up thing that Mom sent us that flattens out. So she sent it in a card, and we could pop it up, and it's a plastic snow
Oh, it
globe,
looks like
and it's got a little kitty in it, and the note was since you guys can't have a real cat and snow globes are hard to ship, I got you this. And it's really cute. I kind of want to just leave it out all year.
Thank you. You gonna email them?
No.
You're not gonna actually make cards, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna print out cards and mail them. We did it last year. You guys have one of our cards from last year.
It's in
Why
my
don't you
office.
just email them though? It's the 21st century. Uh-oh.
Isaac.
Sorry.
Let's see your wallet. You'll be in big trouble.
I would be.
Cause it means more to get real cards.
You have to get these on eBay now. They don't sell them. in the
We'll get them by
stores.
New Year's.
Well, I think it's gonna go to emails though. I've got a couple of friends in Europe, and it takes too long and.
Yeah. I don't know. I love getting actual cards.
Yeah, you do now.
Is that what you're used to?
Yeah.
I sent, well, I didn't have addresses for people somewhere I could. I sent out emails.
I think, as of right now, I would say I will probably. Email might become the norm, but I think I will always appreciate a physical card more than an email.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like anybody took any time with an email.
Yeah.
Oh, but they did.
Click, 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 and you got everybody sent.
Did you? I didn't forward Shell Hendrickson's card, did you?
Uh-uh.
He's got some great pictures in there. So I thought it was. I don't need the piece of paper.
Well, I just think it's such a hallmark day.
Well, and it's fun when you have.
They reap all the benefits.
It's fun when you have friends who have kids, and families with little kids, and they take a family picture and they send it out. And my mom's got a bunch of her friends and their kids' pictures on our fridge right now. I think they're fun.
Well, they are, and I still send a bunch of cards. I didn't have a photo this year, but yeah. But I'm saying it's going.
Yeah. No, I hope it doesn't completely go. It can become not the norm, but I hope it doesn't go away. Just like we were all music's gonna be digital soon, but then vinyls came back in.
Yeah.
And really people are printing in vinyl more than they're printing CDs anymore, I think. You get a vinyl and you get the digital download with the vinyl.
Yeah. fad. The hula hoop may come back too, but otherwise.
Well, the people who really appreciate music are the ones that will sustain the vinyl industry. The general public that doesn't hear the music.
Well, hey, the whole object is enjoyment, so if you enjoy having a vinyl collection, go for it. I just can't believe that. The thing that I don't buy is it's a more authentic sound. No.
I don't know, I do agree that music that was made when vinyls were the norm was meant to be heard on vinyl. Like, that's how it was made. It was made to be heard on vinyl.
But here's the thing, with today's technology, if there is a difference in sound between vinyl and an MP3, it could be analyzed. You could find out what the difference was. And you could edit the digital music to sound like whatever you wanted it to
You
sound.
could.
Do you
I
want,
don't know.
do you want it to sound like a vinyl record played through a tube type amplifier?
I don't know. I like to have physical copies of music.
Yeah,
I do.
but it's an enjoyment thing. If you
Yeah.
enjoy having it, it's all about enjoyment anyway, so go for it. I'm just saying, from the technical standpoint, I don't buy it. I don't buy the vacuum tube amplifier, I don't buy the vinyl records.
Well, I like Internet.
I'm all for it.
Well, and there's so many music that I get on vinyl too, so I like record players. I like having stuff on vinyl. I think it's fun.
In the heyday of vinyl, there was all this ritual about, well, if you play a song, don't play that track again for 24 hours.
Really?
Yeah, because the idea was that even with the light touch of the needles in those days, the style that the groove would get distorted.
Huh.
Huh?
I said, huh.
Uh-huh. And you had to let it relax or restore itself back to the original condition before
Was that
you
true,
played
or
it.
was that just kind of myth?
Well, I think it was true enough for the real nitpicky audiophiles. Well, maybe you don't know, you could wear out a record.
Oh, yeah.
You could play a record so much that it just sounded like crap after a while.
Wow.
So that there's wear and tear on the grooves, because it's a contact thing.
Yeah.
The stylus has to be in the groove, it
Is
has
there-
to vibrate
is it-
around.
Distorted because of the heat that's created?
No, it's because vinyl is vinyl, and it's rather soft, and it gets worn down,
Like a potato peeler.
Kind
Sheds
of.
off a little bit at a time.
kind of, or at least distorts it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think of highways as being fragile, but they do wear out. They have to be resurfaced, So there's a certain amount of wear and tear. And you probably didn't you have like a 45 or some 45s in the old days that you just wore out?
Oh, yeah.
It would just sound like hell, and the needle would skip all the time, and it's like, I used that one up, gotta throw that away. And then there was the whole business of cleaning the grooves. You would wash the record and have a special sponge that.
I do have a special cloth that you wipe it with so that it doesn't scratch it,
Well, and also for static.
Mm.
The record being vinyl would collect static electricity,
Yeah.
and then you put the needle on it and would pop. There'd be pops and crackles and stuff. The good old days. Yeah, and that turntable that I gave to your dad, I think he still has it. It's got a neon light on the side and grooves on the side, so that you can get it exactly turning 33 1/3 RPMs or whatever it is. So when the light blinks it's like a strobe light, blinks at a given rate, and when the grooves appear to stand still, then you've got the right speed, but there's a little adjustment over here.
That's interesting.
All that mechanical crap, yeah. Became a science.
Well, we sure melted these candles down. How do they not drip? Where does the wax go?
Burns it up.
Never burns it up.
Into the air. You're breathing
That's
it.
why I didn't burn candles around Lori.
So are the ones that
Very good.
drip down better? Or no?
Depends on what you like. Some people like the liquid drip.
I mean, like, are they better because it doesn't all go like out into the air?
You
like
mean
it's
better for
supposed?
the environment?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think candles are good for the environment no matter what.
I burn candles and incense like crazy.
It's unburned hydrocarbons in the air like nobody's business.
Did you hurt your fingers a little bit?
You lick them before you put
Yeah,
your
I
hand
know.
on it.
Yeah, but do the rest of them without licking your finger. Oh, he's gonna, yeah. You're wonderful.
Voila!
There's that glass of water.
Mom asked me if you would like scented candles if she buy you some, and I said I wasn't sure, so she didn't buy any.
Yeah, I don't burn candles Christmas time.
Oh, let me
That's
deal
kinda what
with
I
these
thought.
right away so we don't ruin them.